Hello and welcome back to KD's Business Tips. Michael Lapide here talking to you about letting your accountant deal with the CRA. What does that look like to have your accountant deal with the CRA on your behalf? Well, first of all, let's talk about the benefits of an accountant dealing with the CRA on your behalf. Number one is the Income Tax Act is very complicated and you're probably not going to understand much of it as a regular individual. Accountants are trained, tax accountants are trained in the Income Tax Act, and the more experience an accountant has, the more they're going to be able to deal with you in an effective, efficient manner for your CRA matters. And most accountants that are in public practice have experience in dealing with the CRA. We've been in business over 20 years, 21 years now, and my partner worked at the CRA for 15 years before being here the last 11. I mean, he knows how to deal with the CRA. So the more experience you have, the more you're going to deal with it, the better you're going to deal with them. And the last one is that tax laws change and evolve so often that there's no way you could even keep up with those, and that's what the accountant is for. So those are the main reasons and benefits of why you would have an accountant deal with your CRA matters. Now, you can also ask specific questions of your accountant or of the accountant you're looking to hire to resolve your CRA issues. You can ask them how much experience they have dealing with the CRA, how long they've been in business, how long have you been doing tax. You can ask them some basic questions so you can make sure that the accountant you're hiring has the right experience and knowledge to deal with the CRA. And when an accountant contacts the CRA, a lot of people say, well, you must have a special line, an effective line, and you get through faster. And the truth of the matter is that no, we have the same lines that you deal with for the majority of things, only we know what line to call. So we could tell you what line to call, or we would have to wait on hold just as long as you would. The only difference is we have a dedicated tax preparer service line that we can ask technical questions on technical interpretations of the tax laws if we're unsure of something. So that's the one thing that accountants have that we can call that you don't have. But every other number, GST rulings, corporate tax, personal tax, you have the same inroads as we do. And the last section here we're going to talk about in this video is going to tax court, because a lot of people say, well, what if I have to go all the way to tax court? Can my accountant do that? Do I need a lawyer? And there's lots of various different nuances about going to tax court, because some people will go themselves, some people will use their accountant, and some people will hire a lawyer. And the one thing about tax court is it's not in itself complicated, it's not expensive, it's just a matter of you need to make sure you understand what your argument is. So if you are prepared for your argument, you could go. So you could have an accountant or a tax lawyer prepare you for the argument, and you could go do it to save you a bunch of money. Now you can also, if you don't want to represent yourself, you can ask your accountant to represent you. But your accountant can only represent you if it's what's called an informal procedure, if it's under a certain amount. And under the informal procedure, disputes of up to $12,000. Now, if it's higher than that, then potentially you might need lawyers. And it really depends on what process, how much money it is, how many years, and all these things. But you will know when the time comes, and you can ask the right questions to say, hey, can I go? Can my accountant go? Or do I need a lawyer? And that's very important to know which one you're going to go with. And at the end of the day, and one other tip I'll give you is that to go to the Tax Court of Canada website and you can read some of the cases. Find ones that have the same issue that you're dealing with too as well. That's really how we do it. If we're going to tax court, we want to have case law, because when you go before a judge, they're going to look at the historical information of similar cases and how other judges reacted to those things and judged those cases. So you want to make sure you're in alignment with prior case law, prior cases and how they were judged. This is a very complicated topic. I wanted to throw this in here, but if you got questions, we want to hear from you. So do post in the comments below. Thanks so much, and we'll look forward to seeing you in our next video.